Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we are in Northumberland in a little spot called Heavenfield, and it certainly lives up to its name. It's beautiful, and this little church behind me is St Oswald's, and I will tell you a little bit more about that in the voiceover. Enjoy and we'll see you later.
Turn it up, don't turn it off. Turn me round, put me in my place. From there I can see it all, so beautiful. The world is turning fast, got too many plans. But your eyes found mine, and I said, there's a record spinning in my mind, with scratches on the B-side. You're a record spinning in my mind.
Up ahead of me a group of tourists have just gone in, so I think what we'll do is we will just hang about in the churchyard, have a look at a few of the stones, and then we'll get a look at the church. But just look at that. Beautiful. And Millie seems happy enough. We've got lots of water because it's very warm today. But there is a nice breeze. Oh, there's a poo. Myself and Millie had one of those perfect summer days where history feels alive under blue skies. We walked from a quiet Christian church straight into an ancient pagan temple along Hadrian's wall. We're visiting St Oswald in Lee Church at Heavenfield and, a few easy miles west, the Temple of Mithras at Carrawburgh. Christian victory through prayer meets Roman soldiers' mystery cult. No mud, just sunshine, wildflowers, and layers of history. We're starting at the church. When you park up, you're greeted with this impressive huge wooden cross that looked like it was glowing in the sun. Then we enjoy a lovely easy stroll across the field to this little church nestled in a copse of trees. It's small, but it carries enormous weight, like that quiet friend who turns out to be quietly legendary. This site is tied to one of the pivotal moments in early English Christianity. Back in 634 or 635, King Oswald of Northumbria faced a major threat from Cadwallon of Gwynedd, allied with Penda of Mercia. After the death of King Edwin at the Battle of Hatfield Chase, Northumbria was in turmoil and Christianity was under pressure. Oswald had spent years in exile on Iona, where he converted to Christianity and was baptised. He returned with a small but determined force. The night before battle, he raised a large wooden cross here, held it upright himself while his men secured it, then knelt and prayed publicly with his army. Let us kneel and pray to the true and living God. They advanced at dawn and won decisively. Cadwallon was later killed nearby. Bede records that the site became known as Heavenfield, a heavenly omen of victory and ongoing miracles of healing. Oswald wasn't just a warrior king. After the victory, he unified Bernicia and Deira into Northumbria. He invited monks from Iona to spread the faith. When the first bishop struggled with the language, Oswald himself acted as interpreter. He brought St Aidan, who established the great monastery on Lindisfarne. Oswald was known for his humility and generosity, the kind of ruler who washed the feet of the poor and gave generously from his own table. He ruled for about 8 years before being killed in battle at Mayserfield in Oswestry in 642 against the same Mercian forces. His head and limbs became holy relics, later associated with Durham Cathedral. His cult spread widely. The church here stands on that sacred ground. There's evidence of late 7th century Celtic church, a medieval building, a rebuild in 1737 and remodelling in 1887 by W.S. Hicks, who added the south porch and the bellcote. It's Grade 2 listed, simple but full of character. No main supplies, and outside a sundial that catches the sun beautifully. Inside, at the back of the nave on the north wall, stands this rectangular stone, a genuine Roman altar with its pagan carvings still clear, sacrificial cleaver, wine ladle, vine branches and grapes. Found nearby and brought in, it's a powerful survivor. Pagans used it for offerings, now it stands in a Christian space. History keeping the furniture and simply changing the tenant. This moment feels straight out of the Dream of the Rood, one of the greatest Old English poems, likely 8th century Northumbrian roots. The cross speaks like a loyal warrior retainer. I trembled when the warrior embraced me, but I dared not bend or break. It blends Christian theology with Anglo-Saxon heroic values, suffering, loyalty. We can't get any further. This sign asks us not to go any further. So we won't. Sometimes things are right under your nose. I didn't even notice that wheelbarrow. Glory through endurance. Oswald's cross here echoes that perfectly. Standing here in the warm summer light, you could feel a deep sense of continuity. People have asked the same big questions on this spot for centuries. It's inspiring. One king's act of public faith helped shape the spiritual map of the North. It bound communities together in turbulent times. The annual pilgrimage from Hexham Abbey, echoing 8th century traditions, keeps that living. The Friends of St Oswald look after the fabric. It's still a special place of quiet pilgrimage on St Oswald's way to Lindisfarne. When myself and Millie were there, it felt like the perfect sunlit sanctuary. I could have stayed for hours. Heading back to the car now for a spot of lunch, me and Millie, and in total contrast to a Christian place of worship, taking you next to a pagan temple, and we'll see you there. From the church we headed west, gorgeous drive with the summer landscape opening up. Arrived at Carrawburgh Roman Fort, Brockalicia. Picture around 500 auxiliary soldiers from across the empire stationed here on the frontier under these wide skies. Units changed over time, Aquitanians, Batavians, Tungrians and more. They weren't just holding a line, they were part of a living community. This was more than barracks, a full vicus with baths, shops and shrines. And tucked in this gentle valley by the burn, the Temple of Mithras. Mithraism was the soldier's mystery cult, Persian roots, Roman style. Mithras slays the sacred bull in a cave, bringing life and sharing a feast with the sun god. The temple was intimate and dark inside, with benches for ritual meals and 7 grades of initiation involving tests of courage. And standing among these low stone walls with the sun warming the grass, you could picture the soldiers finding brotherhood and meaning on the edge of empire. Psychologically, it was ideal for frontier life: structure, loyalty, hope amid uncertainty. Philosophically, it's humans searching for cosmic order. Sociologically, religion here was practical and blended. Mithras, alongside local water goddesses, had Coventina's nearby well, which yielded thousands of coins and votives. Rudyard Kipling captured the soldier's spirit brilliantly in A Song to Mithras. Mithras, god of the morning, our trumpets waken the wall. Rome is above the nations, but thou art over all. Mithras, also a soldier, teach us to die aright. You can almost hear it echoing under that summer sky. What a golden summer day it turned out to be. 2 sights, perfect weather, and centuries of stories under blue skies. At Heavenfield, Oswald raises a cross, prays with his army, wins a decisive battle, brings Aidan and the faith north, and helps shape Christian Northumbria before his own martyrdom. At Carrawburgh, soldiers in their cave-like temple seek strength and meaning on the frontier. The Roman altar stone in the church, with its pagan symbol still visible, is the perfect bridge between worlds. The dream of the Rood gives us the heroic cross. Kipling gives us the soldier's prayer to Mithras. Both speak to courage, community, and purpose when life feels uncertain. Theology, psychology, philosophy, sociology, existential questions, all illuminated by that beautiful summer light. It felt like peeling back the layers of a rich summer trifle. History, faith, and human resilience all mixed together. We left refreshed, thoughtful and grateful for days like this. These places remind us we're all temporary visitors, trying to make sense of it the best we can. If you're ever up here on a beautiful day, do both. Stroll the fields, sit in the church, stand among the temple stones. Let the light and the silence work their magic. So thanks for coming along. Please like if it brightened your day, and subscribe for more history adventures, and tell me in the comments which site would you visit first, or what's your favourite literary connection to places like this. Stay curious, stay kind, and for the love of everything holy, stop being proper. Thanks for listening everyone. I do hope you'll come back soon. Bye for now.